No, you can, now you can go like 10 feet each way. I got you. It's wide.
We need to hire a cinematographer here. So, a few years ago, my girlfriend and I took a vacation out west, and we flew into Salt Lake City, Utah, and had a rental car, a Pontiac Vibe, and we drove the rental car around Wyoming, Utah, Idaho, and did some backpacking, which backpacking is just a combination of camping and hiking to take all the sweatiness and dirtiness of both and multiply it by a million. So on the last night of our trip, my girlfriend insisted that we stayed at a bed and breakfast because she really wanted to shower, which I thought was weird, but all right. We really smelled like crap anyway, and the rental car was a disaster. It was like a bomb went off in there. There was food everywhere, and dirty, sweaty clothes and boots and all that good stuff. So we didn't know, but the bed and breakfast we stayed in was run and occupied by Mormons and nobody else. And we brought a bottle of wine, we searched the whole house, couldn't find a corkscrew. So I ended up pushing in the cork and we were okay. But the next morning, more importantly, they didn't have a drop of coffee in the whole place. And we had a 5-hour drive to catch our flight back to Hartford. So we ended up getting out of there without any coffee and just cruising along, trying to catch our flight and running a little bit late, but no big deal. And the scenery was beautiful. We were just enjoying it, like waterfalls and cliffs. And if you've never been out there, the land is just like flat, 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 huge mountain, flat, 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 flat. So it's kind of cool to see. And we're hanging out, and she's looking at the map and just starts, shit, Bob, fuck, shit. So I knew right away that I missed a turn or took a wrong one or something. And I turned around, started putting the pedal to the metal on the Vibe, and we were all stressed out. There was like no chance. We needed a miracle to catch our flight. So to add to all that stress, we ended up pulling up to a point in the road where in the middle of nowhere they constructed a stoplight, and we pulled up to the road narrowed into one lane both ways, and for 40 minutes we sat at a stoplight while no cars came the other direction because they carved this road through a mountain instead of paving around. So the guy in the pickup truck in front of us actually got out of his pickup truck, performed an oil change on it, and got back in and continued to wait. It's not a lie. I have pictures and everything. And then, so finally we get through there and we're hauling ass. I got that Pontiac Vibe up to 110, which is really scary if you're not a race car driver. And we screeched into the rental return lot, and frantically, the car was still a mess. We started throwing all of our crap into our backpacks, like anything we could get our hands on, we were shoving into our backpacks. And I ended up leaving my prescription eyeglasses in there. That was 3 years ago, and I still haven't replaced them, so I can't see far away. But so we run in there, check our luggage, run through security, and beep, 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 beep. Of course, I left my knife in my pocket, and I can't part with my Leatherman, so I ran into the store, got a envelope and some stamps, and mailed it to myself, and then we were on our way and ran to the what's it called, loading ramp or whatever, and they actually had a delay on our flight. So we had an hour to catch our breath, which was crazy. Like, why didn't we call? So I'm going to sit down, like chill out for a minute, and I hear, would passenger Robert Hastings please report to the desk? So I go up, and there's 2 security officers with my luggage. One guy has in one hand my girlfriend's sneaker, and in the other hand a sports bra. And the other guy is tinkering around with my little camping stove, which without the gas tank is just like this little thing, you know. And they were like, we have cause to search your bag for explosives. And I was like, yeah, help yourselves. But I need my sports bra. They didn't think it was funny. They had to go have a seat, but then they thought it was funny when they saw me sit with my girlfriend. And they called me back up, told me I was all set and I could go. But I don't know if they thought I was an axe murderer or a cross-dresser, but you got to be careful going to Utah. And now when we travel, we make sure that we call, check our flights, and we always bring our own corkscrew and our own coffee. That's it.
Good job.